Hey guys, it's Danny Go here. Gonna do the result show. Like I was saying, I was taking it a little bit slower. Mainly, I decided to kind of rebuild for some time on Cyrene. I might actually start venturing around a little more. But I'm going smaller. Doing a lot of XP dailies. I've done some XP crafting. Doing a lot of the taming daily. To kind of keep the skill gain hopefully high. Ooh, I probably the skills might not be accurate, because I did that last night. Let me change that. I was on the other screen. You can see that the results were actually blank. I was about to start and I realized I hadn't actually put in the results, but I thought, hey, uh, that would be good. To actually might actually be fun just to do the results on the video. So that way I can actually give a more of a basis for how I talk about that. So actually doing a lot of these, and that a lot of this is like crafting dailies, because I'm pretty low on a lot of these craft weapons and stuff. So I get quite a lot of XP. Teaming, getting quite a lot of XP. Also, just doing some small melee and clubs, which I don't have a lot in. So it's kind of a lot, but I'm training a lot of low level skills. So it's probably not a lot of PED essentially in skill format, but still, you're doing a lot of small things. Just kind of, you know, what is today's date? The second, 2-2. So let's put that there, 2-2. Okay, so it ended up being 687 skills, which the prior week was like only a couple days of hard play, and then it just like absolutely very like I was cycling like less than 15 pet a day after that. Now I'm probably kind of settled more into cycling about 75 pet a day. Um, but I mean a lot of that was coming from those dailies, which are kind of heavy XP. But yeah, I mean I'm only cycling 75 pet a day right now ish. Um, I'm gonna go to next island on Sunday, I think. That's the plan at least. Uh, and then the cycle will definitely go higher. Although I'm probably, unless I feel really gutsy, I'm probably gonna lay off the high end stuff on next island. But even still, on next island, I'm definitely gonna punch out to 300 pet a day at least. I don't know how that will go. And that's another thing too. I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do this for a few months to rebuild, but I'm like, well, I can just kind of rebuild in parts as needed. So, I mean, you can see there's a little bit of upswing here. I'm expecting this number to be higher. I mean, maybe lower than this one, maybe, but it'll definitely be higher. So I definitely gained on the week. Okay, so what we're talking about on this chart, so we understand. This is an adjustment for oh my goodness, we've been carrying a bad number. That really affects the returns. Wow. Ouch. Okay. Um, well, how long has that bad number been carried for? Okay, it's interesting that I explained now because I was carrying 75 here. This is 275. This is a adjustment for my welding wire. This is an adjustment for my sweat. I used to keep a lot of adjustments, now I don't, but I've kept those because they were kind of hard to remove. Wow. So my returns have actually been a lot better than I thought for 2 weeks because I've not been carrying the appropriate adjustments. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, because look at that. This is not supposed to. I did not sell down, although let's be real, I did sell down some welding wire. So let's move these to 250. I don't remember when I did it, but we'll move the last three down to 250 because I still have quite a lot of welding wire in here. And I just I wish I didn't have those adjustments in there. It just confuses things. It makes it complicated. Um, but these are the adjustments that I've been using. So Everything is so messed up in game today. I had trouble getting in. Yeah, this is my welding wire. That's one of the adjustments I keep. I used to have a kind of a big business with that. And then with the update, I just stopped, but I never really sold it down. But I'm kind of doing that because I just don't need that much. Okay. Wow, that's wild. That my returns have been somewhat because that you should see that at 270 because I was up at 300. I was at 350. I did use a lot skilling, but not that much, and that's I adjusted it down to 300, and I sold some. Now I sold some more. But yeah, you saw those were all 75. That adjustment is 250-ish approximately. That would be correct. Ugh, that really affects my. But I mean, I that's the thing is I have a consistent format, and so a lot of times I'm just copying and pasting most of these columns because they don't have a lot of change. But that was clearly a copy and paste gone very wrong. Okay, so what we're talking about. Oh, okay, let me. Well, hopefully that actually maybe even clarified what I'm doing here. Although, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing that I have completely messed up my numbers. But I mean, you know, it, when we understand the formatting, that's helpful. It's not like I spend hours, putting these numbers together. Okay, so basically what we're talking about here, I guess that really smooths out my low point. Yeah, I didn't even have a low point. I was actually flying. Well, I mean, I'm hovering at the low point, but it really moves it higher a lot. But anyhow, but yeah, we got the sweat adjustment, the welding wire adjustment. Yeah, and you can see that there's no way that should have been 75. Especially, I've got what the TT on that welding wire, and that stuff is pretty expensive. It's 325, so yeah, 250 is a reasonable estimate. Not 75. Um, mind-boggling. That explains that sheer drop. It's just like weird. But anyway, a little flustered now, but good. No, I think that was good. We going to talk about what we're doing. So that's the welding wire adjustment in here. This is the sweat adjustment. I'm carrying quite a lot of sweat on me. To be real. I've got it in mind essence format. I do have also a lot in storage, so that's a legitimate adjustment still. Um, and and this is estimate of all my weapons value. I don't really revisit that very much. Some of the weapons fluctuate in price, but some of them appreciate. So this is a like a culmination of property. An apartment I have, weapons like A3 Justifier, A106, melee weapons, unlimited mind force weapons, unlimited armors, rings, and I've got, in that chart, it's in a different document and it's filed format, and then I haven't even. I also, in everything I share, I want to vet that I feel comfortable sharing it, and that document is also pretty wild. I don't know, not that. I mean, I don't know what it's all the notes and things I have in there. So, you know, I don't, but I have it all calculated in a chart. There's like 50 different things that I have valued on there. And that doesn't really change very much. You can see, oh no, sorry, this is the item chart. I'm sorry, this the 1750. You can see that doesn't change barely at all. I don't really acquire things. When was the last change on that? Like, yeah, okay. back here was the last change. I added 1,000. I forget why I did that, but yeah, I mean, basically, that was either an acquisition or something. But basically, my items chart just doesn't change. This is the deeds chart. You can see my deeds have been increasing. I've decided to buy deeds every single week. So I'm essentially buying, you know, 20 to 30 pets of deeds a week. Just doing that. Okay. So what you have to do, in Entropia to find your troll TT, you just go to the website. But one thing you do have to do is you have to move your ped off your ped card into your inventory. That way, it will it will count your money, your ped in your. Oh, I've been talking about my chart for so long, but not showing it. But yeah, well, you have to move your ped off your inventory into into your or out of your card into your inventory. That way you can see it on the website. So what we're doing here is we're then, now that we moved it, we can now just take this number. This is the total TT of everything we have. You can see I have 2,445 items. I mean, but that's not even items, because you look at this, like for example, in here, I guess that's kind of weird. Oh, I guess it's based on how, oh, because it's kind of like the crop of this. Let me see if I can maybe I can even maybe change that. We can fit it better. Sorry, guys. Ah. Okay. Well, because normally I'm showing the one website and I don't like the ads on it. So that's kind of why I have it cropped like that. But I'm not going to show that website today. But yeah, for this, yeah, you can see that's I just grabbed this TT number. So now that we've got the ped on in the inventory, we can get the TT from the website accurately. You can see I've got 2,445 rows of items, but like for example, a lot of those are item types, because a lot of them are stackables. Like, the Zorn Star Ingot, you see I have 2,385, but that still just counts as one row. But a lot of them are crazy stuff, like a little blueprint or something. I got one blueprint, or I got two wolves on planet Cyrene, or I've got a whiskers. Is that a pet? I don't know. It's worth nothing. Probably a pet. Um, or I've got 30 peck of wolf meat on Rocktopia. I mean, it's not all very valuable, but I mean, it adds up. Some of it is quite valuable, obviously. But it adds up to that total. So now that we have that, we can go here, punch it in. And again, now, like I said, so I'll just go over real quickly those columns, because I wasn't showing it. I was on the wrong screen. But even still, I think you're following what I was saying, hopefully. That's one of my items. These are my items. This is my welding wire adjustment. Oh, okay, I went to the other screen because I wanted to show the welding wire. I wanted to show the sweat that's in my essence format. And then I've got sweat and sweat format other places. But that's that adjustment here. This is and obviously we were carrying 75 for a while, and I think you saw that I had that error, and then I fixed it, so that moved up those returns. Anyway, sorry about that. But so we're definitely doing a little bit better than we thought. I mean, still not, but I'm still kind of at the point where, yeah, I'm gonna be more like strategical, like not like rampant cycling, more just like strategical cycling, and just trying to get the most for my ped. But yeah, you can see there. Okay, we're at we gained on the week about 60 ped. I also got quite a lot of ped coming in from various streams. Also, Ludius.io, which is a great website. I didn't get much for a few weeks, but I did do more. So I'm up to 30 ped. I showed the history before. I forget where it is. Oh, with the withdrawals, I think, or I don't even know. I don't really feel like playing around with it, but yeah, I showed that I'd gotten like over a couple months, a couple hundred ped. So I use that, and I'll put these links for these ped sites where you can get ped. Like you can do a crate hunt. They got a dungeon you can play in. Um, Crate hunt, you get three crates if you've done an offer, which can be really simple, like a TV or something for a few minutes. Um, and then you can hunt the dungeon. But yeah, I get hundreds of peds out of these every few months. And I get, I do some TVs to Playpoint Games. They've also got games you can play in raffles and stuff for ped. So that's pretty cool. And I do misplay, and I'll put all three of those main ped sites I use, or ped resources. Misplay doesn't pay you in ped because it's like just a really big thing. But you can get, like, for example, you can get Visa gift cards. I actually don't even get Visa gift cards. I asked it to send the money to me to PayPal. So it gives me, like, when I get a withdrawal, I get $10 to PayPal, and then from PayPal, I have, you know, they have a MasterCard that you can use. I just use my MasterCard to buy 100 peds of stuff from the web shop. So, but yeah, you can do this, and it earns you some ped. This is a little hard to this mini game, but yeah, I mean there are a lot of easy things you can do here, and the mini game, the more you do, the more you get. So I just haven't invested in it heavily, but you know, but yeah, I mean definitely my it's been working on Siren. I've been getting those skills. So the skills are up. That's 675, 685 skills. I mean a lot of that's XP stuff. Like let's go back to the Entropia game. A lot of that is some of well, let's just talk about the skills I've been working on. I've been working on teaming. I just consider that may have value, and um as part of a long-term thing. One moment. Sorry about that. Been a lot of sickness going around. And I was a little bit sick for a bit. I feel like I'm mostly over it, but it um just feel that little bit that lagging stuff. So but yeah, so like what's one of those big skills? Manufacture weapons. I mean, it's not very low, but I'm getting, when I do that daily, I'm getting quite a lot. So I've been trying to pump that every day. Um, I mean, again, um, I, I guess I in this game I tend to figure like it's good if there are easy skills to get them because often you'll find uses for them. And if you don't have the skills when you find the use, it's really hard to take advantage. But if easy skills present itself, I can just craft an E-Kid Dyer, just a simple weapon. I think all I need is like a Jagged Tooth and Zornstar and you craft one um, jagged one of those with those jagged and Zorn. You get an E-Kid die. I haven't even been stuffing it to make it full TT. I just bring it out at 70. They usually come out at about 70 peck, and then you can just recycle it. So I've been storing a bunch so I can recycle it. And then I've been working on the teaming daily, getting a ton of XP from teaming. I don't even know where those skills are. I think they're in here. Yeah, I've been getting a lot. Some animal lore has been increasing a lot. Animal taming. I also done quite a lot of tree cutting. Genetics, I was pretty pleased. I got it over 1,400 skills. I know my goal is 2,000. So in one way, that's not super much, but on the other hand, it was in the 1,300 range for so long. So I was very pleased with the progress, and definitely made results on my head balance. And I guess it was not nearly as bad as I thought it was. Although actually back here in December, that low point of that was before the carry issue. Carry issue on my chart started around here when you saw 75 instead of 275. And then I adjusted down to 250 because I did sell some small amount, but even still, even with that small adjustment fixed, that 7,005 71 is pretty it's low around anyway. I think just I mean it's all about what you want to some people just will just push through. I just kind of like taking it more chill, more rebuilding and more um you know so whatnot. But yeah, there are a lot of nice things to do on Cyrene. So kind of been working that, and you got like an ammo hoarder daily. I guess it's called something different now, but you get 1.5 for killing 15 or 18 of these actually over one day. So yeah, I get that daily. There's a sweating mission. You get some tokens that have some MU each day. I do like Pix Pollen, where you kill like 18 or 20 dire weeds, whatever. It always tells you how many you kill. I think you kill 20. Because some of these things are similar numbers. I think you kill 18 Panillions and 20 dire weeds for picks. Only 18 is for the ammo hoarder. Yeah, the ammo hoarder guy is right up here. On the oh, the sweating NPC is Axe. Axe is over there. Hopefully you can see where I'm pointing. But yes, by the teleport Axe, and then you sweat Panillions in this area for 500 sweat, and then you get rewarded with 1, 2, or 3 tokens that have some MU. This guy gives the ammo daily for Panalians. And then you can also even like there's also some nice stuff too, like this guy. You also get like a gun. It's not free, but you pay less than the TT for it. But you can only do it every 2 weeks, so I already did that. So like for example, I think the gun I get is like 14.5 TT. But he only asks for 9 petted materials. But obviously it's a long bar, but you can do that. Plus there's like this guy on this island, he gives you these missions for, and he gives you pills for it. And they have TT like 7 ped. Should go check that guy, see if he. See, there's some good things. You kind of stack them and make a little bit of headway. I almost wish I had more Vibrant Sweat and not bind essence format, but it is what it is. Yeah, this guy is like doctor or something. Go see the doctor, Dr. Baylor. Okay, so he gives some of the pills are like skill pills, but I don't do those. But um, is he shielded? Black magic is this? He's not. Dude, it's not like he's in danger. Unless they turned him off, that would really not be cool. But yeah, like he's got skill up ones, but this one is like yeah, for example, I'm not sure how many TT. I got another pill from him not too recently that was 7 ped. I'm not sure how much this one is, but I get a pill for killing Panalians. I mean, it takes a long time. Dude, that's really sad if he can't. They turn him off or something? That's weird. Why is he shielded? What does that even mean? I don't know. It's too early. I am probably not making. No, I'm making sense. I'm just Uh, Probably just a glitch. They probably didn't deactivate him or something. And why would they deactivate him? I don't know. I mean, unless they got tired of giving out the rewards, but I mean, it doesn't seem. I don't get it. Why he would be shielded? What that means? Probably it just doesn't have any quests to give me, and but I don't know what the word shielded. Why you would even shield an NPC? That doesn't make any sense. But um, probably it's just not time for me to be able to pick up a new one. He's probably not broken or anything. But yeah, then another thing I do, I've been killing um these little bots for tokens, siren tokens. So definitely a lot of things that I could do, but I've been kind of just trying to focus more. Also just collect some badges. But yeah, some of those they have these ranger things, so you get a ton of badges. So I mean, those aren't almost well. I mean, they're worth doing if you're already gonna do it. Some of them I'm already gonna do it anyway, so why not? There's some NPCs and stuff I can get access at 300 badges. I don't know. I even have like a weapon voucher. I don't even know if that's worth anything. Limited weapons voucher, but um, hmm. But I don't know how many badges I would need to try cashing that in on. I just haven't even felt like looking into that. But anyway, I figure there's there's a better one. This one is 10 drill bots for a token. There's one at this NPC that's 5 drill bots for a token, so it's definitely way better. Um, but I did that one last night, so that one's a cooldown. I just wanted to do some hunting while you guys were here. I don't have a lot of ammo by any means. I kind of left a lot of my big weapons on next island. I wanted to encourage myself not to do big hunting. But when I go back to next island, it's one of the places I'm just going to open up a little bit more. But we'll see how things go. Because I have felt that I've been seeing some positive movement. Now, you know, I don't know, what does that even mean? Well, I mean, it means I'm getting a little bit of momentum, but just getting some momentum on some small mobs. It's like, well, I'm just getting a lot of like, for example, I was doing these little XT bots. They're probably like they're super low hit points, but I was getting a lot of like 2-ped drops on them. So, but you do some bigger mobs, you may just get you know a lot of pain. Who knows? But yeah, I think that maybe um, I feel comfortable doing a little bit more bigger stuff, and then be like, hey, if things aren't going well, just take lots of little short rebuilds, rather than maybe like just one super long rebuild, and then I made a lot of I think progress for real on this rebuild. So hopefully, that it correlates to some results, plus, the pet you get, and see what happens, see what happens. Nope. Somebody's asking like if anyone gets all shrapnel. That answer is for me is nope. But yeah, I mean it's been going, the game. Having fun. I've been enjoying my time on Cyrene actually, even taking it more slow, I've been enjoying that change of pace. Don't need to worry about selling stuff all the time. When you're only cycling, for a bit I was only cycling like 15 ped, and then I went up to like 75. But even so, when you're cycling 75, you don't have to worry about selling stuff all the time. When you're cycling, thousands of ped, it's like, oh God, every day is selling stuff. uh, I mean, it's not bad, but it just, it's a little bit of work selling stuff. I mean, it's part of the interest of the game too. So, definitely the real cash economy adds something to. But yeah, I mentioned those pet sites that I'm going to list in the comments, so that's a way to support my videos. And also support yourself. Get a little pet for you if that's something you want. You want a little extra pet, and that's something worth it for you, so you don't have to depot as much, or maybe just avoid a depot, or whatever. Um, and so each person their own. Also, just a way to support is just if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Maybe put a like on the video, and if you feel, just leave a comment. That those sort of things, it helps. You know. Helps YouTube know that people are interested in my content, and that helps me show higher, be more visible, be easier to find. So, obviously, if you're watching this far, that means that I'm doing a good job, hopefully. Well, or well, I mean, if you're 30 minutes in, I'm doing a pretty good job. At least somewhat kept you entertained, or something, or maybe you're laughing, and maybe I don't know, whatever. You felt something, or something kept you here, whatever. I don't care. I don't care how you feel. Just, I mean, if you want support, that's always helpful. So just, like the channel, like the video, maybe throw down a comment if you feel like it. No pressure, but just appreciate it. Probably don't even have that weapon hotkeyed, but okay. Yeah, but one of the things I've been trying to do too, I know the, armor is a little bit cheaper than healing, but you don't get any skill returns, so I've been valuing building on skills. So, like on stuff like this, I'm preferring to, heal myself, because I mean, obviously this isn't super damaging. I mean, for maybe lower hit point players, it would be, but I'm at like 245. Is that right? 244. Okay, a little bit ahead of myself. 244. But yeah, 244. These aren't super damaging. But yeah, I do need to heal a little bit. But even still, I think it's kind of worth it to me. Maybe not, but I feel like it might be. Might be worth it to me to just heal rather than um. I guess if I had a super ego healing tool, that would be wonderful. But on the other hand, a super eco healing tool doesn't give you as much skills either, so. But yeah, I guess like an adjusted restro chip would be amazing. But maybe we'll get that. I don't know. I mean, there are a bunch of things that like, because I'm obviously, I'm kind of a low budget player. I mean, for this game, or I mean, I guess low budget in the sense that I kind of want to be sort of Uber. Um, Definitely not yet, but I mean, I'm running some skills. I'm not a small player. 339,000 skills. But yeah, I mean, not a not a huge amount of money in the game. I mean, I have a lot that I could do, but I got some sort of investment goals and stuff. And those are taking some priority now. Now, I mean, in a few years, I don't know. Because one of the things is that, with money and I'll get pretty random on this, but that's just how I like to go. I'll talk about things that I want to talk about. One of the things with money is like when you invest and you have money, like, obviously, the first little amounts of money you get that are investments, that's pretty huge. But each kind of subsequent investments, there's sort of I would say a diminishing value to you. In that, for example, like, you know, if you have 1 year's worth of investments, I mean, that makes a big difference because you'll definitely need that money, you know? I mean, when you retire, I mean, it's not even enough to retire on, But, even an emergency, you could need that. But, you know, um, when you have, 2 years of investments, okay, it's still not, but, when you start to get to, you have 10 years worth of investments, 20 years worth of investments, like comparing what you would need to live on, an average year, compared to your investments, when you start to hit, you know, 10, 20 years worth of investments, um, in real life assets, on compared to your income, um, it, not that, it's important, not that it's the time to stop investing, but it becomes more theoretical because, um, I mean, it's not theoretical even at 20, but, you know, you can see where it goes, if you're, like, okay, I'm 39, you know, um, and, when you have a certain amount of investments, I mean, let's say I was at times 40, but, I'm not, but I could get there easily, pretty quickly. Um, but if you're at 39 and you've got a times 40, that would be that would mean you have enough money to live to 80. But not only that, your investments don't stop earning. I'm still working, I'm still working, so I don't even have I actually have positive cash flow. Um, I have lots of cash past what I need to invest. So, like, but if I was at like times 40 and for example, and I'm still working, I've got positive cash flow. I mean, plus your investments are compounding, you know. Um, Actually, where I am is a lot less than that. I'm about times 20. But I mean, at times 20, that's one doubling to be times 40. And that puts you, you know, and by the time I hit times 80, probably at that point, I mean, it's times 40, it'll probably put my assets, even if they had like almost no return past inflation, past the point where I just would probably not outlive them, you know. Um, but they're going to keep it going up. So at some point, there's like this going to be this diminishing, like, I'm not there, but maybe in 5 to 8 years, I'll be like, why would I even invest? I don't know. I mean, would it make any sense? I don't know. I mean, you can get there, we'll see. We'll see what happens. A lot of factors, a lot of variables. But then maybe you want to retire early. Maybe you don't. I don't know. So a lot of things to think about. But it's there's a saying, more money, more problems. I don't know that I believe that. Per se. Um, I think it was more money, less problems, but well, I do feel it though because like you know, being single, I used to be married, but my wife died some time ago, so a couple years ago. But you think about being single, like you get in a relationship, it's like, well, okay, or if I was, you think about that, okay, and especially like if it's a younger woman, um, um, I could, I mean, being a single guy, I could probably retire in my early 50s if I wanted to, but you get in a relationship, what does that push your retirement date out to, I don't know. I mean, I guess there are a lot of factors there too, but um, I- you know, I guess it complicates things, it complicates things for sure. Anyhow, but yeah, I might eventually not be like a low budget player in the game because I mean, you got a lot of investments but at some point they start having a sort of diminishing return. But I guess it also, depends too, where things end up, I mean, the way I figure it is um, kind of thinking about um things is the older I get being single, the less interesting it will be to actually get in a relationship because just be like, hey, like, why not just retire when I'm 50? I don't know, why not? I mean, but I mean, the longer I go without having a relationship, probably just be like, hey, just retire at 50. Don't worry about it. Um, Not worth it. Well, see what happens. You never know. I mean, I don't know. So many factors and everything. Um, Sorry, that got really random and hopefully not too, hopefully it was okay. I If I offend somebody, I'm sorry. It's how I think, and I don't think it was like super weird. But yeah, money is interesting. But yeah, I mean investments are interesting. I guess this I guess this game kind of correlates a lot to life because it is deals with a lot of the fundamental things of life, so there's more correlation here than anywhere. Uh, might call that a stream, unless I have something else to ramble about or talk about, or I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely a planet with my most undone codex, other than Arc. But Arc, some of those are undone for a reason. There's just not a lot of MU. I've really kind of been avoiding that. Although Arc is probably more bigger done than this, so. But yeah, I definitely appreciate a lot of the support I've been getting from you guys. The likes, the follows, and then some people like, definitely have been joining in my Ludius.io. It's a really great way to get some extra pet for yourself, and then I get a little referral bonus. It doesn't take away from you, but just helps me out. So really been appreciating you guys. There's been no movement on the Twitch front, so I mean at this point I'm just kind of figuring that that's just like done forever. But if they want to have me back, it's in their court. I didn't choose to leave. They kicked me out. Unfortunate, but is what it is. But definitely, you know, I get more time, and that's a value in of itself. So, and I really enjoy this YouTube dynamic. So definitely been enjoyable for me. I think I'm gonna call that a video. Um, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. And feel free to always skip stuff if I get too sidetracked and but hopefully it's okay for you all. All right, take care, guys. And hope you have a good one. All right.